intuitive 3 minutes blind energy reading quickies. Thank you for listening, joining us, allowing me to be in your experience at this time of your day by listening live, archive, requesting intuitive reading and healing at www.thatfutureforecaster.com. Thatfutureforecaster.com. This is Junior Universe. Ooh. I was so on the edge to come here to do the live podcast as regular Monday schedule. Because usually I just come here and then do and connect with you. But today, it's really, I was encouraged to talk to myself that, do I really want to do podcast today? Or can I excuse myself to recompose myself and come back here basically to take off? And then I decided to connect here. And one of the major reasons, I've been really challenged by this full moon that we had actually 3 nights ago. And myself is June, and Cancer is very connected to the moon, and every moon cycle that I'm noticing myself, the relationship and diffraction of the energy of the moon. And for the last over 10 years, I've been, just like a cycle. And then, but this one is one of the challenging one that I could memorize as on a historical one. Well, each moment hits in the different ways and a different part of our point of journey on Earth. But so, and I just wanted you to know that if you are sensing, listening live, or around the second week of June 2017 and resonating what I'm sharing here, you are not the only one. I think that was one of the reasons that I needed to come here to share. At least I am feeling this. So you are not the only one. And some of you just having, what the heck she's talking about, I'm totally noticing a different way. That's fine. Everybody is connected to own spirit, body, and physicality in this earth reality on Earth in a different way. So that's totally fine. And just take it as an information that some people are sensitively connected to the magnitude of the moon cycle. Just like an earthquake, when you are close to the habitant, the cause of the location of the quake, and then you feel the higher magnitude. But even we are on the same planet Earth, some location doesn't feel anything. That's just it's not good or bad. It's just a matter of the how we relate to the part of the element connected through our beingness, being part of the universe. So that's where I am. And today I would like to share about what I've noticed about the emotion, our emotion, especially mine is challenged through this moon. So I like to share what I needed to remind myself and to, to connect and choose to guide myself. And then also, ideally, information came to my sort of like a rescue to redirecting the attention is the energy. So I like to share my findings for this last couple of days today. Before going there, let us connect as one energy, as an energy of oneness by consciously breathing and set the intention using this energy of oneness practically. So, scanning our state of being, your state of being, where you are emotionally, physically, spiritually, just to give our attention to scan it and set the intention and breathe consciously together as in the quickest meditation. And then let me share the take of the emotion as the get emotion on your side or be used by your own emotion. And in the last portion of podcast, as usual, I would like to provide that 3 minutes intuitive reading to share, deliver the insight for the intuitive reading request that I got in here. Today is the life path reading. You can also request your own intuitive reading. It's for free. I'm doing this for the community service. Um, Using 3 minutes here and then share the insight with others so that all of us can send a good energy and then you can get the insight from me. I've been doing this for over the 12 years, providing the insight with the clients, and normally the 1 hour lots of information through a private session over the phone. But this is a free of charge community service that I do for myself, for the community, so that it's easier for us to connect as one energy. And then also, you also can get the benefit, getting the free, quick insight information. Sometimes 3 minutes information is enough to just to get the, you know, hit of other resource of what you are curious about making decision or wondering about in your life without telling anything about your story, including the name and any private personal information. So go to the webpage www.thatfutureforecaster.com and then there's a request form and follow the instruction and submit and allow me to deliver the insight. This is outside of a religious belief, any personal beliefs or culture influence or anything. It's about the reading the energy, and I respect your value and then your beliefs. And if it's resonating, the reading that you are getting, take it. If it's not, and then please do not take it because I totally want you to believe in what you believe and then you are the most knowledgeable person about your life, so that's what it is. But at the end of the day, same as like searching information over the internet, and you're not going to believe all the information that you hit through the search engine, right? It just something comes up, and if it's resonating, and then that information will help you to take into the next move, and then you decide which is resonating for your situation and which is not. It's the same thing. So the information resource is coming from the intuitive reading. So let me read your energy and then deliver the insight with 3 minutes. Okay, so let us start with the conscious breathing exercise. So before doing so, giving your attention from top of our head to all the way down to the toe, and then noticing where you are in the emotional, mental, physical, spiritual. Just notice. Alright, so give your attention to top of your head and noticing what you are thinking. Just notice you're thinking about tomorrow or yesterday or with some particular persons, or just to notice what you are seeing. I'm seeing the lights coming in. And then what you're smelling, hearing, besides my voice, and what you are tasting. I'm tasting the coffee that I sip right now here. And then what you are noticing on your skin of your face, on your cheek and your lips, and then the inside coming into your mouth, and then the throat, inside of your body. I'm noticing the little bit of tightness of my throat. And then now going to the neck, both sides extended into the shoulders and to the arms towards elbows and to the hand and the fingertips. And then coming back up to the elbows and the arms to the shoulders and back of your neck, connection to the head. I'm getting the tightness of back of my neck, especially left side. And then the following of the spine down to the lower back. And then coming up to the chest, and if you can, put your hand on your chest, center of your chest, and noticing your chest, and maybe a pose, your heart beating, noticing it, and then the lungs, both sides. Inside of rib cage, going down to the stomach, belly, and to the back, pelvic area, and hips, bottom, connection to the seat, feeling the gravity if you are sitting, and the connection to the skin and the clothes, and the legs towards kneecap, and then the knee towards the feet, to the heels, both side, feet, toes, connecting to the floor and Mother Earth. Here, now. Okay. So, do the conscious breathing exercise is to give a focus fully to the air when we inhale from the nose and exhaling from the mouth. And to make it more practical, we want to set the intention, the feeling. Now you notice scanning from the top of your head to the toe, and notice the feeling that you are now with. I'm feeling calm. I'm feeling calm. How about you? I was having a little bit of hesitation and anxiety before starting that show, and now after the scanning being current, I feel calm. So if you have a pen and paper handy, I would highly recommend you to write that down, to use a brain, right side, left side. Noticing the feeling is the right brain's function, and then write that down with the word is the left brain. So both brain using equally to noticing where we are would help us become more practically connect to where we are in each part. So that would help us to redirect in to the more ideal based on a conscious choice. So let us use the moments in the most practical way. So that's what I do care about. You get that, you award. All right. And then now using our together moments with this energy of oneness, we want to redirect the energy and let us choose the feeling that you like to have at the end of today's gathering. We have another like a half an hour. I like to have the feeling of fullness, fullness, fullness of what I am, aliveness, like a fullness, fullness, like it's not being drained to some other element that is quite not resonating to what true self of who I am. So I like to be feeling the fullness of feeling fullness of who I am becoming. How about you? Choosing the feeling word excited or loving, open, these are nice ones. Kind, loving, productive, excited. Did I say excited? These are all good ones. So choose that word. You have a choice and freedom to choose what you like to feel. You, the only one person who can choose for what would help you to become more better being. It's the choice. So, did you choose that? All right. So, let us embody this feeling. Now you chose for yourself when we do the conscious breathing exercise, taking all the air, oxygenization from the nose, slowly intaking into the lungs as a like balloon inside of your trunk in the body, and then keep it as much as you can, and then fulfilling with the feeling that you chose now inside of your body, and let the air slowly out from your mouth with no longer needing whatever, you know. So let's do that. I'm excited. Are you ready? So let us take a long, deep breath together, counting 3, 1 now, 2, 3. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Release. One more time. Taking all the energy with the feeling that you chose. Mine is fullness of who I am. And in taking into your lungs and tummy, fulfilling in your body, and let that out with no longer needing energy, with the feeling of appreciation, saying thank you for serving. All right. Let us take a long deep breath, counting 3, 1. Now, 2, 3. Hold it. Hold it. And release slowly from your mouth. The last one with the silence. Ready? Let's go. Thank you for joining conscious breathing exercise, realigning to the feeling chosen by you at this present moment, with the support power of energy in oneness. This is June Universe. So those of you who just joined us now, they're in the silence time. It's curious about we are doing the quickest meditation, conscious breathing exercise, choosing the feeding word, one word that you would like to have at today's gathering, and consciously intaking the air all around us from the nose slowly, and then let it out from the mouth, and carry that energy and inside of our body, and release with the no longer serving, but it's been serving us, releasing all this energy with appreciation. And these are the quickest meditation anytime, anywhere we can do to realign, resetting ourselves. The meditation and mindfulness exercise, spending minutes and hours, and that's nice too, to practice. However, it would be nice to have the quickest tool to quickly walk in when we need it. For example, like right before the interview, right before the meeting, right before the something you are needing to reset it to full of self. I think that fullness is keyword of mine today, seems like. So anytime we can do that, even if you're driving, just want to shift, something happen, and then just immediately want to change it. This energy of oneness, it's support. So when we can remember in this with the, you know, body, and then easily connecting to the field of oneness, so that we are here for you. You can connect with us in this field energy. If you're listening as an archive listener, thank you. This is the moment together moment. It's outside of linear time, but we are now here connected at this present moment. So thank you. Thank you. You can use it, this together moment. I use it all the time. And then especially good when I'm showering and then use it and just taking a deep breath and 3 times and just a shift. And then the water, something about the water, connecting to the water allow us easily to shift in our body. So swimming or shower, and also it's something about the effect of the water I am noticing through my experience many times, that one of these aha moments is popping up when I am connecting with the water. So just in case you can experiment in your world also. So today's focus I like to give is the emotion. Emotion. Get the emotion on your side, or being used by your own emotion. What does that mean? The especially this charging up emotion, if you are noticing it or without noticing it, somehow emotionally up and down, even not noticing it's an emotion, but something irritating or feeling offness, that's an emotion is the cause of these feelings. So these emotions are easily overtaking our physical presence, or we say something based on this, you know, emotionally reflected energy. What about the mind? The mind and emotion, it's a relationship with the emotion. And what I'm learning at this point is that it's depending on the culture, it's a very mixture of the mind. When we said mind, is the thought and the emotion, the both, and then the feeling. This relationship is kind of gray, and there's another quiz to take a look at this each element. However, this emotion is most of the time treated as an enemy. Like many cultures, like showing emotion is not ideal, especially if you're a female woman and in a certain social um community, and then showing your emotion is like pointing out as an inappropriate behavior, so to speak. So the mind is managing the presence and how we speak and how we behave, and the balance of the presence is how we manage this feeling, emotion, and thought in this physicality using the word and behavior. Sometimes, like some people emotionally just speaking with the word as an diarrhea from the mouth, so to speak. And then something that it's the thinking or the feeling is different, but just the emotion take over and then say something it's quite different from the true feeling, but just punching into someone with the word. That's emotion being controlled by emotions, being used by emotion. And then some people just the word is not coming out, and then maybe the punch physically or kick is physically childish behavior can be seen. These are the times that our physicality is dealing with this emotional energy, you know, and what we can do is to become aware of this. Noticing is the first thing. Without noticing it, it's very difficult to deal something invisible, right? We don't see. So noticing your own response to these feelings. And these are the things that's easy to identify with other people, like a family member or close friend, that the friend's a particular behavior A, B, C happen, and then he's always seems to be taking this. Like, she's always. But it's, what about yourself? It's very difficult. So, noticing your own energetic pattern and repeated pattern is the first thing, and then the exercise to how we can relate to this emotion in a better way. And to each part of us, physical, mental, thought, and the feeling, the physical body, emotional body, mind body, thought, and then the spiritual body in the heart. And how we can relate to the better state. So, what is the definition of better state? It means that if you are painful, it is feeling the sensation associated as in a pain, physical, and then you want to get healed, with means like no pain, means that we are not feeling the physical pain when we are well, right? So heal means like a not sensing, not bothering about the sensation of the physical is having. That's the ideal. However, that means that well-being, we're supposed to be well. When we are supposed to be what we are, there is no attention getting caused in the physical as a sensation, as a pain. So something is off then that is getting attention. That's one way to look at it. So when we are emotionally challenged, then notice that something is off to be that authentic alignment to what you are supposed to be. And these emotions bring in the informations that, hey, there's a room to adjust. And where we want to align, which is better, where is the better in, is the true self. Like when we are so true to ourselves, authentic ourselves in a healthy way, that means like a feeling joy and happy, feeling comfort, feeling good, you know. Any of this feeling is sense of resonance to what we ideally being aligned with, peace, happy, joy, excited. So that's the bettering ideal state. And everything else the emotion brings is a sign that we can align to what we would like to experience. So the first step would be to notice, ah, sad. There's no reason, but just simply sad. And then a low energy physically. And then when we stay there, similar resonance is magnetizing. Are you familiar with that? From the past memories. When we allow that energy to magnetize us in a magnet, and then the spiral going down and down and down and down and digging, that digging dark hole from, we are so creative, like without effort, just magnetizing sad experiences, the saddest moments in the life, and da 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 da. And then the lack of having everything, lack of having support or joy or resource or money or to do, or the monopolies, like luck is all magnetized with these emotions. So, and the bettering is to choosing that sense of self, like fulfilling, fine, open, joy, peace. And thinking that thought sometimes is very difficult because we are so engaged into that, like a tsunami of sadness, and then it's just sad. You know what? One of these moments that to resetting ourselves, the most effective action that we can take is to let that conscious a break. So engaging into the non-thinking, because mind started to thinking in a conscious, and then digging. So remove that attention from there, energy flowing if it's hard, and then take a break, give a break to the mind conscious. What's the best way is to go sleep. So shut down that consciousness. When we are conscious, we started to think about, and then the emotion is taking over, energy flowing in there. So it's so hard to deal with. So when we reset that consciousness, go sleep. And then it's difficult to sleep. Find a way to help you to get sleep. The physical movement is one thing. That's one thing. And then if it's difficult to have a sleep, and then find a way to move the body, to shift the state, and occupied with something else to think about, or no space to think about. Just to simply breathe in and out. Mindfulness. But when emotion is challenging us, it's really hard. So move your body or to sleep, and find a way to have a sleep to reset, and to know that emotion is bringing the information. There's a way to adjust, to change the way This is an opportunity for you, for me, all of us to choose that feeling that we would like to experience. This is June Universe. So I like to give a 3 minutes blind reading quickie. I can give a one reading here today. And I set the timer. Today's reading is from Life Path. And okay, 3 minutes. The 3 minutes life path is the symbol cherry. Cherry. Okay, here is the life path cherry. I got the sense that this is something to do with the children for the next generation related, the future adult, and supporting in the way that you enjoy and feel as what you can do. And something about the outdoor and the physical activity with the like an organization with the affinity group would be really aligned to your life path. I'm getting the sense that your involvement would be not so much physical, but the ideas and the participation to organizing in a way, connecting people with supporting for current activity and for that future children. I'm getting the sense something to do with the fruit or vegetable that to share in with the people who can benefit and generating the information and the money and the people for children and for the producer of these affinity group organization. I got the sense that it's a nature oriented organic driven, healing the mind, and the support for the future kind of earthy activity is connected with the technology. I'm getting the sense that July would be a good month to involve with some technology company, and you're going to be the igniter of this connection, and it's sort of like a part of your life participation besides the mainstream core area of your life, but for the next stage and seeking something to be useful for other people. And this could be the direction that is fulfilling your needs, and then it's easy for you to do, make yourself available, and it's very useful for you, a little bit of participation for entire other organization and people and the future for the people. So good luck. This is Cherry and the category of life path. This is June Universe at 3 minutes blind reading quickie that you can also request your own intuitive reading. Going to www.thatfutureforecaster.com, www.thatfutureforecaster.com. So how is your feeling that you chose at the very beginning of this podcast today? Mine was fullness. I hope that today's sharing is you find some interest and resonance, the emotion, how you can use the emotion for the better creation. This is June Universe. Thanks for listening. Allow me to be in your experience. I see you next time. Until then, all my love and healing to your heart.